my dear friend is the mother of Amelia's best friend at NYU. And so my friend Nancy texted me the video of Amelia talking about this on TikTok. She went on TikTok immediately and was upset. I'm like, what is this? She said, it just happened. This is outrageous. I'm like, this is outrageous. I said, is she on X? You know, I'm not personally on TikTok. Our show's on TikTok, but I'm not personally on there. And she's like, she's not. I'm like, tell her to get on X. So she went over, she created an account on X and tweeted the video. She has a new account. I retweeted it, calling attention to it, saying we need help identifying this guy. And can I tell you what happened? The ex-Army went to work. I tagged the NYPD and the NYPD police chief, and then some other people I know who are very connected to NYPD retweeted it and added other CCs who they knew would pay attention. And this thing started to go viral online on Monday. And guess what? Police confirmed late yesterday the arrest of 45-year-old James Rizzo, who has been charged with persistent sexual abuse, forcible touching, and assault. And now we're learning even more about this guy's deeply disturbing history. 16 prior arrests, a 2-year sentence for persistent sexual abuse, and even a 1997 murder charge. Amelia Lewis joins me now. And also we've brought in Summer Armstrong, who is my family friend, and also her mother's my dear, dear friend, who helped obtain the footage of Amelia's attack, both NYU students. And Summer was also assaulted herself in New York last May. Gals, welcome to the show. It's great to have you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. Oh my God. I'm like, this is like a horrifying story, but it's also kind of uplifting in its own way. So I'm going to start with you, Amelia. So you're walking down the street on Monday morning. This is the first day back from Thanksgiving. You're in a good mood, I assume, as you've been with your family. And how did you experience, we'll show the video, but how did you experience this attack?
Yeah, as you said, it was Monday morning, about 9:20 a.m. I was crossing the street, walking up south of Broadway, right by Waverly Place. And in broad daylight, I felt a extremely painful and hard whack to my butt. And then I turned around and was shocked to see a middle-aged man, and he proceeded to grab my hair and violently and forcefully throw me to the ground.
Were you totally shocked? Like did you have any idea you were in danger as you were walking?
I had no idea. As you can see in the clip that you're going to show, he targets me and follows me from behind. So this is no right way I could have seen it.
Okay, so just for the listening audience, we're seeing a street cam and people are walking. Now here comes Amelia. She circled herself helpfully on this video. She's got her jeans on, she's walking, she's got his headphones on. There's a man coming up. He's running to catch up with her. He wails her from behind. She turns around in shock, and then you can see her go down. You see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 women on the sidewalk, stunned at what just happened to you. And then like lovely New York women come over to help you, which is sweet. And I understand there was a man who came to help you too. So what happened? Where did he hit you, Amelia?
So he initially first hit me on the left side of my butt, extremely hard. And then after that, it's when he pulled my hair to the ground.
After that, say it again?
He pulled my hair to the ground.
Oh, and then just ran. So did you get a good look at him?
I only got a look at him for like a quick second. I only could see that he had a beard and long hair, and I could tell that he was a white, older male. But after that, he threw me to the ground, and in shock, I just kind of laid there for a bit.
Okay. And what happened with the passersby?
So I could tell that they were also in shock. They kind of stood there and stared at me for a second, but after a bit, they came and lifted me off the ground and kept asking, like, are you okay? Are you okay? They asked if I knew this man, which I said I do not. And then later on, a man helped me call 911.
And what made you go on TikTok shortly thereafter and post your reaction?
I really wanted to bring awareness to the stuff that has been happening to young women in New York City. I've heard so many stories, and on my TikTok, I say I never thought that this would happen to me, but it's really sad. This is something that happens all the time in New York, and I really want to make sure and use my voice to raise awareness and help other girls stay protected and also help other girls that have maybe gone through the same experience as I.
Because this has been happening over and over and over to young women in New York. The stories are legion. They go on, and you were aware of that.
Yes. I mean, the news on TikTok, a woman was just thrown with gasoline and set on fire. The stories are insane, and it's horrific.
Yeah. So this isn't like when you go to NYU, your campus is New York City. So it's not like you're not on campus exactly. It's a public street, but you were on your way to class. And so it's a place where you would expect to be safe. So you decide after this happens, you did decide to call the cops, to your credit, because a lot of women would not have done that.
Yes, exactly. I first was in shock and didn't know what to do, but after the man approached me holding his phone with 911, I decided to call the cops just because I wanted to report this. And after I did tell the cops, I decided to also let NYU security know so they could alert other students around campus to let them know that this man is going around doing this to other women.
And what were your hopes that the NYPD was actually going to hunt down this man and find him at that point?
I had high hopes. They were very understanding and kind, and they were also told me that they were already aware of the man and the blue towel around his neck running around the city and getting this guy. But I definitely think because of your platform and also X, it helped really put pressure on them to really find this guy and work quickly. So even though I had hoped that they would find this guy, I really don't know if this would get as much attention as it did if it wasn't for X and also for Summer going and getting the footage.
So that's key, because even if I had posted it to X and retweeted your tearful testimonial, it would have been different without the actual video of the assault. And that's where Summer comes in. Summer, you and Amelia are dear friends. What made you think to go to the store to say, do you have video of this?
I mean, right when I got Amelia's text, I was in class and I got a horrible sinking gut feeling because this has also happened to me. And I was lucky enough to have footage in my case. Unfortunately, my assailant was not caught, but I knew that footage is key in this, and I knew that it was in front of stores. And so my first thought was, we need to get this footage and we need to catch this guy.
So was it a liquor store you got it from, whose camera captured it?
Yeah, Warehouse Wine and Spirits on Broadway.
Did you go there? Did you just call there? How did you get it?
I walked in, I was on FaceTime with Amelia, and I just said, my friend was assaulted. Please, can you go through this time frame of footage and see if you have it? Because I'm pretty sure you guys have a camera facing. And lo and behold, they found it.
Oh my God. And it's so clear. It's great
awesome
footage. And on top of it being so clear, it is the reason I think you actually got results in this case. If I had just retweeted Amelia's testimonial, I really don't think this would have drawn as much attention. It's the fact that we can see the crime. It's so infuriating. You want to punch this guy in the face. Every man on X was resolved to help you at this point, Amelia, having seen what he did to you. And everybody knows it's not like, forgive me, but like some hysterical college student saying something that may not have happened, or she may be exaggerating. They can see for themselves this is an assault. It really was a sexual assault, which is what this guy has an alleged long history of doing. Ever read the label on a typical bag of chips? It's often a science experiment of seed oils, MSG, artificial dyes, and mystery ingredients. Masa is part of the growing movement to bring back real food. Masa chips contain just 3 ingredients: organic corn, sea salt, and 100% grass-fed beef tallow. Not only do these chips avoid the bad stuff, they also taste delicious too. Snacking on Masa chips is nothing like eating regular chips. With Masa, you feel satisfied, light, and energetic with no crash and no bloat. And if you love Masa, then you will love Vandy Crisps. Vandy, which is Masa's sister company, makes the most delicious 3-ingredient potato chips too. Ready to give Masa or Vandy a try?
Use code MK for 25% off your first order at massachips.com or vandycrisps.com, or simply click the link in the video description or scan the QR code to claim this delicious offer. Don't feel like ordering online? Masa and Vandy are now available nationwide at your local Sprouts supermarket. Stop by and pick a couple of bags up before they're all gone.
Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.